Hello, my name is Tom White, and I'm a licensed real estate agent with Ready Real Estate, practicing here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Now, because you're watching this video, I know that you're out at least considering the purchase of new home construction, and you probably have some questions. I'm going to answer a few of those questions for you today, specifically related to the topic of realtor representation. So we always hear three questions. That is, question number one, do I really need a realtor to represent me in the purchase of a brand new home? Two, won't I save money if I don't have a realtor? And three, who pays for that realtor? So I'm going to answer those questions for you. So question number one, do I really need a realtor representing me in the purchase of a brand new home? I mean, after all, they have those wonderful warranties, and the salespeople are so helpful and so friendly. Well, I agree, those warranties will give you great peace of mind, and the salespeople are wonderful, and they want to see it close, partly because that's when they get paid. I know because I did the job for the nation's largest builder for over a decade, and I can vouch for the effectiveness and the assistance that the salespersons can offer for you. However, guys, at the end of the day, those helpful sales agents work for and answer directly to their employers, and that's the seller. Most home buyers feel much more confident and comfortable knowing that they have a dedicated realtor representing their interests exclusively. So, back to the general question though. Let me ask you a few questions. Answer those honestly to yourself, and you be the judge of whether or not you could benefit from realtor representation. So, are you keenly familiar with the area? Do you know where the schools are located, what the ratings are, churches, shopping, entertainment, dining, how the construction is on the roadways, what's it like in the morning, what's it like in the evening, is there a train track that you're going to get caught by 20 times a day, that sort of thing. Also, what do you know about the other builders? Are you confident in comparing and contrasting all those different builders? Do you know the weaknesses? Do you know the strengths? Do you know where that builder is in their fiscal year? Are they just beginning the year and need to make a big splash? Or are they towards the end of the year and they're falling behind on what their projected numbers should be? Has their CFO just gotten a call from corporate? We need to get those numbers up. We need more units sold, homes. Would you recognize that opportunity when it presented itself, those times when a builder is more concerned with units or homes sold for a reporting period for the week, the month, the year, the quarter, whatever, more so than the margins that they achieve on those individual homes? Would you also feel comfortable sitting down and negotiating the sales price or incentives? Would you be able to understand and work with a very complex legal sales contract that always favors the seller, because that's who made it and that's who requires you to use that contract? How are your communications? Do you have the time and the patience to deal with a sales agent and a builder who are stretched paper thin? Guys, the number one complaint against builders and against sales agents is communication or lack thereof. It's not that they don't represent the need or realize rather the need for those communications. It's not that they don't try. They're just so busy. A sales agent will have anywhere from 40 to 50 to 60 customers at any given time on backlog. That's a lot of people to take care of. The builders, from my experience, are even busier there. So a lot of home buyers feel that it's very beneficial to have an extra set of ears and an extra set of eyes to help with that communication and be persistent and follow up. Guys, you have a job. My job is to follow up with the builder and find out where we are in the construction. Do you have an eye for code, for construction code? Would you recognize a problem if you saw it? And would you be able to follow up on that, sometimes repeatedly, with the buyer, or with the builder rather, until it gets taken care of? I do. Again, that's my job. I spend a lot of time doing that every single week. So let's say the home is complete. It's as it should be. You go to closing. Are you going to feel comfortable as a home buyer sitting down by yourself without representation, signing your life away on a stack of documents about yay thick? Most people don't. But let's say that you're that rare bird and you answered confidently and competently yes to all those questions, and maybe you don't need a realtor representing you. If, on the other hand, you're like the rest of us and answer no to at least one or two or more of those questions there, you most definitely could benefit from the representation of a professional real estate agent. And even if you can do it by yourself, since my services cost you nothing, why wouldn't you use them? The fact of the matter is, this is the largest investment that most people ever make, and you miss one detail and it can cost you big. In money, time, peace of mind, etc. Something to think about. Question number 2, well, won't I pay less if I just don't have a realtor on the deal? Well, that's an easy one to answer, and that's an emphatic no. Here's the thing, most builders have their business set up so that each home under construction has 2 budgets. Budget number 1 is the construction budget. That's the sticks and the bricks, essentially. That's the one most people are familiar with. Budget number 2 is the marketing budget. Now, they can spend that marketing budget on TV time, or radio time, or billboards, but when you reflect on the fact that realtors bring in roughly 60 to 80% of a builder's business, why would they not spend it anywhere else except the realtors? And they're happy to do so. Plus, as a former sales agent, I found that it was very beneficial to have a realtor on the deal simply because it was an extra set of eyes and ears that I keep reflecting that back to. I also knew that they cleared up a lot of confusion and work that the buyers needed to do before they could sit down and purchase that home. And also, I knew that we were all on the same team. We're trying to help you get closed on the home, get moved in with as little hassle and stress as possible. So question number 3, who pays for the realtor? Well, again, that goes back to the marketing budget. You pay me 0, nothing. My services cost you absolutely nothing at all. In fact, and this is where it gets good, I will take a part of my commission for all my customers, essentially 1% of the sales price, and give that back to you at the closing table in the form of closing costs. So what's that mean? $300,000 home, for example, garners you $3,000 worth of closing cost from yours truly. So where do we go from here? Guys, if you're already working with the realtor, we need you to stay there. The realtor's probably done a lot of work for you. They're probably trying to do his or her best. If they're falling short of 5-star service, please do them a favor and let them know so they can increase that performance. If I'm ever fortunate enough to work for you and I'm falling short of that 5-star service, please let me know. It's a big favor to everyone involved. Also, if you're under contract already, I can't officially help you there. Although I am more than happy, if you've got a question that nobody can answer for you, to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to give that answer or do my best to find an answer for you. And someday in the future, if you need to have another realtor, maybe you'll think of me. But if you're not under contract already, if you're not already working with a realtor, please reach out to me. Love to go to work with you. What we'll do is we'll sit down and we'll analyze the community, the sales, the incentive packages that are being put together so that we can leverage your buying power for the greatest value that you can hope to achieve with the purchase of that new home. Let's make sure that you buy right up front. I can also tell you which options make good sense, because the builder can do a lot of work for a very low price for you. I can also tell you which one of those options might cost you less at the local mom and pop shop. So there's all kinds of things for us to discuss. Now, if you get out and you're looking around at homes and you get swept up in the moment, which is always the case, or so often the case, don't worry about it. Sign the visitor's card, list me as your realtor representative, and we'll catch up later. Go ahead and leave a check to hold that property until you and I can sit down, strategize, review the contract, get it signed, and get it back to the builder. If you're selling, please reach out. The information embedded in my page and message here, and I'll send you my marketing plan and my pre-listing packet. I promise you guys, you will be blown away with the presentation here. So I think that's it today. If you have any questions, if you need to have me come out and meet you in a neighborhood or a local Starbucks or my office or whatever else, please feel free to text, call, or email at the information embedded in the page here. And thank you for watching.